So, are you grinding away on your Facebook page, putting in all that work, but the earnings just aren't matching the effort? Well, there's a really powerful strategy that can totally change the game for you. And the crazy part is, it has nothing to do with changing your content. Let's get into it and unlock the secret to getting paid what you're actually worth.
Okay, just look at these numbers. This is where it gets wild. On one side, you have a video with a primarily Arab audience that gets a huge 179,000 views and it earns $1.75, $1.75. Now look at the other side. A brand new page targeting a foreign audience gets just 22,000 views and makes almost the exact same amount. That's not a small difference, that is insane. We're talking nearly 8 times the earnings per view. This isn't magic, it's just a really, really smart strategy.
So how is that even possible, right? Well, the answer reveals a fundamental truth about making money online. It's not just about getting more views, it's about getting the right kind of views. Let's break down exactly why targeting a foreign audience is the key that unlocks these much higher payouts.
It really all boils down to one simple idea that runs all of online advertising. See, the value isn't just in the cool stuff you create. What's even more important is who is watching it. And that brings us to this really powerful concept called CPM.
So the key is this little acronym, CPM. It stands for cost per mil, and mil is just Latin for 1,000. Basically, it's the price advertisers are willing to pay for every 1,000 views of their ad. And here's the thing, advertisers in countries like the USA, the UK, and Canada, well, they pay way more. So by getting your content in front of those audiences, you directly boost your earnings, even if you have fewer views. It's that simple.
All right, so how do we actually do this? Let's get practical. The first method is the most direct way to get started. And seriously, you can do this the second this explainer is over. It involves going into Facebook settings and telling it exactly who you want to see your stuff.
And hey, before you even start clicking around, here's a super critical tip. You have to do this from a web browser. I mean it. Use your computer or even the browser on your phone, but do not use the standard Facebook mobile app. These specific settings just aren't in there, and trust me, this one tip will save you a ton of frustration.
Okay, you ready? Here are the exact steps. First, you're going to go to your page settings. From there, find this section called Followers and Public Content. Once you're in there, you'll see an option for country restrictions. Click Edit, and this is the magic button right here. You're going to choose to show your page only to the specific countries you're about to select.
Now for the actual strategy. This is important. Of course, you're going to select those high CPM countries like the USA, the UK, and Canada. But, and listen up, because this is a key detail, you should also throw in some countries with big English-speaking populations like India, Pakistan, and Nigeria. Now that might sound weird, but it helps give you an initial boost in views and engagement, which is absolutely crucial for teaching the Facebook algorithm who your audience is.
See, this first method is all about training the algorithm. You're basically grabbing it by the shoulders and saying, hey, my content is for English-speaking people in these places. Once Facebook gets the hint, you can even remove the restrictions later on, and the algorithm will still know to prioritize that super valuable audience for you.
Okay, so that first method works great, but what if you're a little impatient? What if you want to speed this whole process up? Well, there's a second method that's like pouring gasoline on the fire. It uses a small targeted ad campaign to just supercharge the algorithm's learning process.
The logic here is really simple. When you spend a little bit of money, you're giving Facebook a direct, undeniable signal about who your page is for. You're not just suggesting an audience with those restrictions anymore, you are confirming it with an ad. This solidifies your page's target audience way faster than just waiting for organic reach to do the job.
And you know what the best part is? You don't need some huge budget for this. I'm serious. We're talking about an investment as small as $10. For the price of a couple of coffees, you can give Facebook's algorithm a crystal clear command about who needs to see your stuff.
And the process is so easy. Just promote a post or even your page itself. Set that small budget, 10 or 20 bucks is plenty. Make sure you target one of those high-paying countries like the USA or Australia. Then you just run the ad. That's it. This one little action locks in everything you did with the country restrictions.
So there you have it. That's the powerful two-step strategy. It's a 1-2 punch. First, you set the boundaries for your page using those country restrictions. Then, you hit the accelerator with a small, targeted ad. That combination is the absolute key to teaching the algorithm what's up.
You know, the main takeaway from all of this is actually really simple. Smarter targeting directly equals higher earnings. It's all about working with the platform's algorithm, not fighting against it, to make sure your content finds the most valuable audience out there.
So now you have the blueprint. You have the technical how-to for success. These methods are clear, they're simple, and they absolutely work. Which, leads to the final and honestly the most exciting question of all. Now that you know how to reach this high-value global audience, what amazing content are you going to create for them?